Go ahead. We're going to be live in a minute. Let me get
Okay.
this out. Oh, let me
All
get this out.
righty.
So Brenda, soon give it like a 5-second countdown. And it's there we go. We all set.
We're all set. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome to our SURGE365 Go Party. We are so excited. I'm Brenda Reese. We have Rick and Vaughn also, and we're going to share with you. You know what, Vaughn? What are you so excited about?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's not that it's just my birthday week, right? And April 5th, I turned 50. Now, mind you, I was the baby in the group, okay? And Scott was talking about how this is like your third quarter. Remember, Coach wrote a book, The Fourth Quarter, and he was like, your first quarter is like from 0 to 25, and then the second quarter of your life is from 25 to 50. And he said the third quarter is from 50 to 75 because Coach believes he's going to live to be 100 years old. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And so that's his fourth quarter, and something kicked in to where I said to myself, you know what? I'm in the third quarter, right? It's like we just coming out of halftime, and I'm in the third quarter, and I start looking back over all of the income that I've made in this business. I've looked at the debt that I've accumulated, right? Because you make more, you spend more, the tax bills and just a whole bunch of stuff. And then I begin to reflect, and I woke up this morning and I said, you know what? I wanted to have that feeling I had when I first joined a networking company. I was desperate. I needed to make some money. I remember, right? You guys were on my team, and I keep going back to this particular time frame where Rick had a ring on his finger. I didn't have a ring on my finger. And I couldn't even afford the steak dinner. Now here I am. You guys sponsor, you guys on my team, and I couldn't afford the steak dinner. And Rick knew, and you guys knew that, financially, our household was upset. Okay, because I wanted it to work. And then I remember Rick, and he kept telling me to have faith and to trust God, and he paid for that beautiful steak dinner. And I remember coming back from that saying, man, this has to work. Yeah. And I'm at that time where I'm looking at some things where I saved some money, right? And then I blew some money on business deals that I thought would pan out, and they didn't pan out. And then I had to, and people don't know this, man. I mean, I had to call Scott. I felt like, again, not having a nervous breakdown, but just on that borderline because somebody you trusted took money from you.
Right. Yeah.
And then I had to call another mentor, Tom. And you know what Tom told me? He said, Vaughn, if all you lost was money, I want you to think about money is renewable. It is a renewable source. You can get it back. And so as I start doing the presentation and as I start making phone calls today, do you know I was in a zone? It was like I talked to 5 people, and 5 people said, I'm joining you. If not tonight, I'm joining you tomorrow. And then I got that feeling. I got that feeling like,
come on now,
I can do this, right? And it's like yeah. I'm in that zone. And the people I were talking to were people I had already been talking to, Brenda. And it was one guy called me and said, Vaughn, you know what? You just called me at the right time. Before, it was right before COVID hit. But then he said this. He said, man, I'm about to lose my mind. I need to take a vacation. Mm-hmm. And then one young lady who had joined me in the previous company, she said, you know what, Vaughn? You called me at the right time. I mean, you called me at the right season in my life, but you called me at the wrong time because I'm getting ready to do something. So I got to call you back. But whatever it is, Vaughn, I'm all in.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Wow. And then I start saying to myself, I got that feeling, right? I remember sitting from the table and Rick paid for that steak dinner. And and for whatever reason, that was the turning point in my business.
Wow.
I knew I could do it. Mm-hmm. It was almost as if you needed other people to cheer you on. And so when we're looking at, and we might be having our guests taking a look at this for the first time saying, man, can I really do this? Can I really be financially free? Can I really, can I really make an extra $2,000 a month? Can I really make an extra $10,000 a month? Can I really make an extra $200,000 a month. See, I
Mhm.
don't care what it is. If you want to make this type of money, okay, I'm going to let you know this is the company for you. And before I turn over you, Brenda, and I know because you introduced me, but I'm just excited.
Yeah.
I realize what makes our company work is number one, it just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But then what grows the company is, you guys remember this, is those $1,000 bonuses. But what even grows it even more now is those $500 bonus. So you know what I said I was going to do? I said I was going to make a commitment to at least get one of those bonuses, either a $500 bonus or a $1,000 bonus, or both every week. And
Excellent.
that was the commitment. And so how can I do that?
Nice.
It's simple. I love what Rick, what it says right behind Rick, where it says dream big and include others. And how we're going to get it done is we're going to get it done by helping enough people get what they want.
Wow.
Excellent. Excellent. I love it. I love it. That's
That's
what's so
good,
exciting.
Ron.
It's all about sharing. It's
That's
all
good.
about sharing with the different people that you know. And that's exactly what you're doing. And timing, going back to somebody where now the timing is right. That's for everybody. I think we should all reach out because you have no idea. This past year really took a toll on a lot of people. So everybody's timing is totally different now than it was, 2-3 years ago. So that's cool, Vaughn. I'm excited for you. And it's going to happen as it's happening now. Wow, that's excellent. Did you want to let some people in? Because I want to ask this question.
You know what? I
think-
will add, let's see, let's ask, you know what, let's get Cliff and Deborah. We're going to allow a lot of people. Matter of fact, let's just allow everybody in, right? And then what we'll do is we'll just go from there. We got Mike. We're going to allow a few people in, and we will go from there. So Brenda, hey, you know what? You do a fabulous job. Now, is this another part of your dream home, the background?
Oh man, you know what? I am like the Pinterest queen, man. There are so many beautiful homes on Pinterest, and I download it and I put the backdrop and I just dream. See, that's called visualizing your dream, seeing yourself sitting there, and what you can't see is Rick's probably in the back somewhere grilling something. But you know what I'm excited about is, yes, our SURGE365, our Go Party, somebody's doing a great job of putting a drink right up there so we could pretend like we're on the beach having a great time. So Deborah, let me ask you a question. If you could unmute yourself. If you had $1,000, now you can't pay a bill with it. You have to just do something fun, something that you're really looking forward to do. What would you do with $1,000?
I would actually just have a spa day. And I mean like a whole day from the beginning in the morning with the smoothie yogurts and the funny looking little drinks, and then call me for my facial, then I'll get a body wrap, and then I'll go in the sauna. I mean, a whole day of spa day.
Oh, that sounds great. I know a lot of people. I know Jackie last week, she shared her spa day. But Mike, I see you there. What would you do with that $1,000? Now you cannot pay a bill. No car note, no utilities. You have to play with it. What would you do with it, Mike?
I would go away for the weekend with my wife so that she could have some time, to just relax and, have the meals made for her to her taste and just have her relax, and even like there again, go get a spa, spa treatment. And I think that's what I'd do with those 3 days.
That's fun. Everybody wants to jump in those spas. We're missing no spa days. We're all going to be doing that. Oh, Dorothy, I see you popped up on the screen. How are you doing, and what would you do with your $1,000? So I know Dorothy, can you hear me? Unmute yourself and tell me what you're going to do with that $1,000.
I most definitely would be traveling.
Wow.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it.
Yes,
Traveling with your camera in hand, right?
exactly.
I love it. I love it. Dorothy always has that camera in her hand, taking pictures. I love it.
Beautiful pictures.
Love it.
You too, Rick. Love them.
I know. That's what makes this business fun. And what we're going to do is we're going to get started. We want you to see what we're so excited about with this junior executive program and how we're using it to just get people changing their family's financial future. So I'm going to throw it over to you. Over to you, Vaughn.
Well, you know what? Like we always say, Brenda, first of all, I want to say you absolutely look great right in front of that place. Rick, you just, I take my hat off to you. I want to say thank you guys so very much for being part of the team. And you know how you can just kind of feel on the inside that something is taking place. And so you're literally looking at a company that we believe is a company of hope. As a matter of fact, we know it's a company of hope, but we're going to throw our income disclaimer out there, right? And what we literally mean is this, is if you get involved, we can't guarantee that you're going to get rich. But you know what else we can't do? We can't guarantee if you don't get involved that there's no possibility for you to, right? There is a possibility, but it's going to be based on you, right? Some people, they're not going to make any money at all. Some people, I don't know why some kids grow taller than the other, right? But the reality of it is, look at this, I can't make you that promise. But you know what? I can say this. We're going to show you how to travel the world, have some fun, make a little bit of money or save money in the process, and lower your taxable income. Now, we want to help other people pursue what? Empowerment. We believe and know that we are a company of hope. So what we want you to do is we want you to sit back and enjoy this short presentation. And then we're going to come back and we're going to invite a few of you guys to speak after the presentation. But what I want you to do is I want you to take notes and write down the one thing you like best about what you saw or what you're seeing in the process, okay? All right, well, I want you to have some fun, sit back and enjoy.
Now it's time to discover what the wealthy know, what the rich teach their children that the poor and middle class do not. First, let's talk about the definition of being rich. Rich can be described as when your passive income is more than your living expenses. Passive income is defined as money earned outside of working your job. Let's look at the corporate structure of the average job. At the top, there's a CEO, who makes more money than the president, who makes more money than the vice president, who makes more money than the middle managers and supervisors. In that big area there are the people that typically do all the work, the employees and staff. The employees and staff often feel controlled and held captive by a clock. They have a certain time to come into work and a certain time to get off. There's a certain time to go to lunch and a certain time they'd better be back. You'll continue to do this sometimes for the next 20 to 40 years. Then, that special day comes when you get to retire. Then you live off half the income that you were earning while an employee. This is the structure by which most people are living their lives. Typically, when you begin a job, you start at the bottom and work your way up the corporate ladder. You're coming in early, working through lunch and staying late, shooting for that big promotion. You are working your way from the bottom to the what? Most people are working their way to the middle. Rarely does the employee who started at the bottom work their way to be the CEO. Given the choice between the bottom, the middle, or the top, which one do you think makes the most money? Obviously, it's the CEO. The CEO gets paid from other people's efforts. The CEO is the one in this structure that has the most leverage. Leverage can be described as working less while earning more. Now let's examine the structure of every income earning situation that falls into 4 separate categories. First, let's examine how employees and self-employed people earn. Their income depends completely on their own efforts. What's wrong with that? If they are not working, they don't get paid.
Okay.
24 hours in a day, so their income is automatically limited. Next, let's examine how the richest people in the world earn. They are business owners. The reason they earn so much is they get paid on other people's efforts. The smartest way to earn money is to own your own business. Being an investor is another way to earn money. What works for investors? Money. Typically, if you don't have any money, you won't be a very good investor. We want to show you why it's important, if you are an employee or self-employed person, to own a business and have leverage. This can all begin for the price of a cell phone. Instead of always starting at the bottom and working your way to the top, consider starting at the top. Be your own CEO, which comes with leverage. Remember, leverage is working less while earning more. John D. Rockefeller, multimillionaire, said, "I would rather earn 1% of my income from 100 of other people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts." Now let's discuss how most employees get paid. Consider the average employee who gets paid for working 8 hours per day for 5 days per week. That's 40 hours per week, 160 hours per month, 1,920 hours per year. What if that same employee had leverage from 10 other people working 40 hours per week? They would earn from 400 hours per week. What would happen if those same 10 people built a team of 10 people each? That's 100 people. Now, let's compare the average employee earning from their own 40 hours per week to the production of 100 people just working 1 hour per day. That is earning 40 hours compared to 500 hours per week. Now you can understand how some people earn more money per month than some earn all year. It all has to do with leverage. Suppose your boss came to you and announced a new way of doing business. The company wants to raise profitability, cut costs, and pay you more. Instead of coming into work, you can do it all from home. They are so positive this is a better way that they want you to find other people who want to work from home. The company will pay you a percentage of what they earn for finding them. This will offer you true leverage. Let's take it a step further. What if there was no boss? What if you were the boss? We are talking about earning a serious income from word of mouth. Networking has proven itself to be a rewarding and viable source of income, says so many experts. Now, you have discovered what the wealthy know.
You know, it's true. Creating leverage with a business that has systems in place is the best way to build financial freedom. But with so many choices, which one is best? How about one where you could earn your first check right away? Imagine how much better life would be with an extra paycheck deposited into your account every single month. How about one every week? What if there was a way to earn a bonus of $10,000 or more in the next 100 days? If this sounds good to you, I'm excited to share the information you're about to see. Let's face it, we're all experiencing dramatic change in how we live our lives today. But that hasn't stopped people from becoming successful during these times. By improving your skills and learning new things, you can increase your income and enhance your overall lifestyle. More and more people are accomplishing this and doing it from the comfort of their homes. What we are suggesting is starting your own business, utilizing technology everyone you know is already using. The great thing about this is it fits everyone's schedule. You can do this full-time, part-time, even spare time, and it gives you true leverage, which means you have the ability to earn income even when you're not working. You can even earn money while you sleep, and you don't have to have experience to be successful. If you can invite people to see the information you're seeing right now, you can make money with our company. We're looking for people who can follow a simple system that is based on inviting others to join our leadership development program. They will in turn do the same. It's kind of like an adult version of the child's game, follow the leader. It really is this simple. We'll show you and the people you introduce how you can get set for success, how to properly launch your business, and how personal growth leads to growing your business and your income. If you're thinking, this sounds really good, make the decision to tap into the people behind the systems. They have track records of empowering others to succeed. Like the young woman who was sleeping in her car when she first met the founders, who has earned millions with them. And the businessman who, on a part-time basis, was able to replace a $100,000 income loss. This grandmother says she made up for a lifetime of retirement mistakes and has seen the world since joining our founders. Here's a couple who used their additional income to take vacations around the world while putting 3 kids through college. And she used the passive income created by our system to pay off her mortgage years earlier than scheduled. And this executive couple was time broke before tapping into the system that empowered them to increase their income while spending more time with each other and the kids. What will your story be? None of these people had experience in our industry, and they all achieved success by following a simple step-by-step system. And that's what we are sharing with you now. So let me ask you a question. Does it make sense to tap into leaders with a proven success? Does it make sense to do this from the comfort of your own home, especially when you don't have to be an experienced salesperson to get started? The key is tapping into a successful system. Allow me to introduce the Ultimate Empowerment Experience. Our leadership development program will teach you solid business principles that will last a lifetime. And it comes with mentors who have a vested interest in your success, because if you don't earn, neither do they. Don't just imagine what it would be like to make more when you can start earning additional income today. Think about it. You can begin our junior executive program for just $79 and $19.95 a month. In addition to having designated mentors and access to leadership training, you'll have an app to help you build your business and another that could save you thousands in taxes every year. The reason we say this is the perfect business is because you don't need previous sales or even business experience to have success. Our customer business model is based on give, and it will be given to you. What I mean by that, this part of our program allows you to give as many people as you want free access to savings. And every time they save, you get paid. Think of it as share, save, earn. And the best part are the unique benefits that are built in. First of all, how about an anniversary reward trip? Whether it's a couple's getaway to an exotic location or a family vacation to the mountains or maybe the beach, you'll choose from thousands of worldwide resorts every single year. It's our way of saying thank you for staying active in your business for 12 consecutive months. And there are incredible travel discounts. So whether you want to get away this week or next month or maybe later this year, it doesn't matter, because top executives always get the best possible price for themselves and those traveling with them. How low, you ask? Well, imagine getting a free night for every night you stay, because you'll often save 50% or more when compared to those well-known sites. And it's backed by a 150% price difference guarantee. Remember when I said you didn't need sales experience to be successful? With our share, save, and earn program, you give, okay? In other words, there's no charge. You simply give to everyone you know and anyone you meet access to travel discounts. When they decide to use it, they're going to save and you're going to earn. And here's the best part. It is unlimited. You can give as many as you want away, which means you can earn as much as you'd like. You'll even earn credits from your purchases that can be used like cash at dozens of retailers and for your own personal travel. And check this out. Having a home business allows you to convert part of your personal expenses into tax deductions according to the world's largest tax preparation company. Business ownership is definitely the smart success strategy. Not only does the top executive package include additional ways to make money, an annual reward trip, deep discounts on personal travel, and reward credits that can be spent like cash, activating your top executive package is the shortcut to qualifying for 100% of the compensation plan. So let's talk about how you'll be compensated and what creating leverage looks like with our company. It starts with referring people to see the same information you're seeing right now. Earn $500 and $10,000 training bonuses when the junior executives on your team complete a simple training that takes less than 30 minutes. Naturally, you'll be paid on your own efforts when those you refer activate their accounts. Plus, you'll earn a 100% check match when those you enroll start doing the same. Imagine waking up in the morning and you check in your back office to see people from other cities, other states, possibly even other countries coming on board. These are non-personal referrals, people you don't know and you may never even meet, who are adding to your weekly check. And you earn this through infinity every time it happens. It's not just commissions. These referrals also count toward your $1,000 bonuses. I want you to take just a moment and just imagine how it would feel earning a $1,000 bonus every month. And I want you to know something. You can earn these multiple times a month. You can even earn them several times a week if you'd like. And you got to hear about our $25,000 challenge. But first, I want to take just a moment to make sure that you're familiar with our $10,000 bonus. Here's how it works. Whenever top executives are referred from your team builder group, whether you personally did it or not, whether you even know them or not, when this team reaches 100, we pay you a $10,000 bonus. And this isn't a one-time thing. You can earn as many of these as you want. And if you qualify for the $10,000 bonus in your first 100 days, and I want to make sure you hear this. I want to make sure this is clear. This isn't just from your personal efforts. This includes your team as well. If this happens in your first 100 days, you will earn an additional $25,000 bonus, total earnings over 50 grand. I know this is a lot to process. I probably should stop right here, but there's more. Actually, I saved the best for last, and that's our directors program. The best thing about it is you don't have to wait for the position to open. When you hit it, you get it. Take as little or as much time as you desire. But I want you to take a peek for just a moment at what's available to directors. See, as a director, you'll get additional money every month on top of what you'll earn from our lucrative compensation plan. You'll also be able to experience incredible perks along the way, like our company car program. That's where we pay for a Charger or a Challenger for you to drive. It includes company paid insurance. You can move up to the Benz, the Beamer, or the Jag that's yours to keep. You can select from a prestigious watch or an extravagant vacation. There are exotic cars. There's $1 million one-time bonus and another $1 million for you to spend on a vacation home, a yacht, or a motor coach. And for those of you who want to leave a legacy, there's a 6-figure monthly bonus that's guaranteed for the rest of your life. So what's next? We'll get started now by enrolling in the Junior Executive Program. You'll have access to the training and systems and mentors that are going to position you for all the bonuses, overrides, residual income, and the director program you've just seen. If you decide you want to get all the benefits, including the annual reward trip, the maximum discounts, the additional income opportunities, along with immediately qualifying for 100% of the comp plan, then you can activate your top executive package as well. It doesn't matter to us whether you want to start at the top or work your way there. We're committed to helping you achieve your financial goals. So if you like the information you've seen and you want to start building leveraged income today, we want to say congratulations, welcome aboard, and allow us to help you earn your first check next week.
Wow. Listen, your first check next week. That's what I'm talking about, Rick. Your first check next week. Well, hey, Rick, you know what? Like we always do, we got those 3 questions. We're going to give you those 3 questions. But before we do, is there anything? Well, let me ask you this, right, Rick? You're a 7-figure earner in the industry, you and your wife. You see that presentation and you've watched it several times before. What is the one thing that you like best about what you saw?
I like time freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Time freedom and money freedom. My biggest thing was the control that they had on me at the job. I'm an IT person. I used to be. I left the job and workforce in 2005. And so being free since 2005, can you imagine that? Some people weren't even born. But I want to build legacy for my family. And I realized that my job wasn't taking me on that path. And so people I know don't join what you do, they join why you do it. And so everybody that's listening to this presentation, you've got to have your own why. Yeah. Because you're going to be talking to your tribe. And again, we've got everything that you need in SURGE365, but people are going to join your why you're doing it. I want to be free. The old song by the Ohio Players, I want to be free. And,
wait. You didn't even think I knew nothing about that, right? Skin tight, Rick, skin tight, baby.
But ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 simple questions that we want to ask you right now. And Jason, I'd like to ask you these questions, of course, but it applies to everybody. Jason, can you unmute yourself? And I can ask you these questions if you're in a place where you can unmute.
Are you talking to me?
Say again, can you hear me?
Yes, Jason, we were talking to you.
Jason, can you hear me? Jason Sims?
1 second. Having technical difficulties.
Oh no, you sound good now. Okay,
all right.
So I'm going to be
I can hear you.
I'm going to be asking 3 questions, and I want you to answer. And I know the people that are listening also have their answers, but I want you to answer me, Jason. So how much extra would you need to earn through SURGE365 per month to make this worth your while? And I know you are a heavy hitter, but how much extra would you like to earn per month to make this worth your while?
To really make it worth my while, to to give it all 100%, 1,000%. If I can make, I really had to go for like $10,000 to $12,000 a month.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Just, then I would leave my job and everything that's pulling my attention, and I will walk away, and I will go all in with this.
I got to say, man, you remind me of when I actually walked away in 2005. You're right on that brink. So, second question: how many hours per week would you be willing to commit to make that kind of money, $12,000 a month? How many hours would you say you would be willing to commit based on your schedule?
Well, shoot, if Uncle Sam is taking 8 to 11 hours of my day, you hear what I'm saying? And I could be able to make double what he pays me. I would give this business 8 hours at a minimum.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll pay my job, and then bam, you have my attention. I think that's a simple answer.
I'm telling you, you remind me of me, 2005. That's what I did. So the third question now, if I could show you how to make that amount of money, even though Uncle Sam's taking your time,
Yes,
but
sir.
to make that kind of money or more in fewer hours, you would want to do that, right? If I could show
You said, let me make. You said a few hours.
In fewer hours to make that amount of money, $12,000 or even more. It would be worth your time, right?
Yes, that would be worth my time. Yes, sir.
Now here's the closer. It's $79. You know, that's what fine.
Right.
What I love about this company is they made it, and it's not even called affordable. It's called a no-brainer.
Right.
So Jason, it's $79 to get started. And that includes the training that you need. That includes 30 days to check out all the programs that we have. That includes checking out the membership. Now here's the insider secret. You get that membership, we want you to stay around. But while you have that membership, you're going to be saving over 70% if you need to book that trip to get out of the house. Book it through that membership. It includes the Vortex link that you can give out to the world, unlimited. People book through that link. Even now, you earn 60% of what they save, and they do save. Even now, for the 30 days you're checking out the Junior Exec program, it includes the travel agency. You know, if you want to take some classes, become a wedding destination specialist, a SeaWorld specialist, a special needs, all that's included. It's a no-brainer. And see, that's why I made my transition back in 2005. It wasn't even nearly this good. It was good, but it wasn't even nearly this good. But ladies and gentlemen, don't hesitate. You see a good idea, and you know a good idea when you see it. I want you to think about, why would you want at this time in your life to make that leap of faith? And it's
Rick, you just muted yourself, babe.
we eat out on $79. So at this time, why would you not take that risk? It's not even a risk. This is what we call a no-brainer.
Wait, hold on, Rick. Did you say your dinner costs $79? You eat out at $7? Man, I haven't had a $79 dinner since pre-COVID. But hold on, Rick. But let me tell you what I did, because you would be proud of me. I spent $50 at Costco, and I got these nice New York strip steaks.
Nice.
And I made them, and they were absolutely. Let me tell you, I made them on Friday or Saturday, and I just had one of them today, and it tasted just as good. I'm telling you, man. So you know, I realized I can go to Costco and get my steak, right? I don't know about Roof Chris, man, but my steaks are on point, and I can feed the family for $45. I get 5 steaks. Yes, sir.
Fine. Everything, I gotta say thank you for sharing this opportunity with us.
Wow,
you know, you talk about the steak dinner and all that from, you know, when we opened up the presentation, but thank you. I wouldn't have been able to pay for your steak dinner had you not shared this opportunity with us. And so everybody on this call, there's somebody that's waiting on the other side of your obedience to even $79. Somebody on the other side of us is struggling, and they're going through trials, and they're going through tribulations. They're trying to figure out, how can I make it? You know, the job is squeezing them, and that's intentional, you know, and so they're trying to feed their families. And that's what I love about SURGE365. They made an opportunity available for us. And I'd like to say hats off to Glenn and Chantel, who just received a $500 bonus, offered by the company. And before we close real quick, I'd just like to, Chantel, what did you do with that $500? How did you feel when you got it?
Wait, hold on. Wait, before she said, if she say anything like the other women, she's going to say, I had a spa day. Let's say what she said.
No. We benefit, baby, because you know what? We have been talking to the grands about Disney for a minute, and the granddaughter was here on her spring break, and we talked about that Disney trip. Nice. And so we're to take the grands to Disney.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Nice.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's good. That's good. So Vaughn, we have the answer to people who are looking for a solution. And for $79, again, it's a no-brainer. It's worth the try. It's worth the risk. It's worth the investment. Back to you, Vaughn or Brenda, to close this out.
You know what? I'm going to go over to Brenda, but Rick, you said something. And I think sometimes we aren't transparent. A lot of times when we had success in networking and people think we've always been around money. But I literally remember, I felt like crying at that time because my mom didn't believe it would work. My wife didn't believe it would work because I had tried other stuff. And Brenda had a smile on her face. You had a smile on your face. I was your sponsor. And you guys were out earning me every week, every month. And I just, for whatever reason, it wasn't my season at that moment. And so when you said there's somebody out there that's struggling, that person was me. And I think we can get up here and we can laugh and we can joke and we can talk about, the type of money that we make, but we hadn't always been there. I could rewind that moment back. And I remember being in bed at night saying, man, this had to work for me, right? Because I had so many judgments. If I got a job, they would garnish just about every check I got for about 2 months. And I didn't want to do that. And this company had paid on a pay card. It was a way for me to hide my assets. And it was like, this had to work. And I know I'm not the only person out there.
No.
And so you might be on social media right now. Somebody might have shared this with you and you might be looking saying, well, yeah, can it work for me? Well, I was at one of the lowest parts in my life, in my marriage. And my wife and I, we've always gotten along good. But if I would have known then growing up as a kid that women just kind of that need for security and love, then I would have, I didn't have that lesson. And I know there might be a man out there that's looking at this saying, Vaughn, you don't understand, that's me. My wife and I, man, we get along great, but she really wants to be secure financially. And I don't make enough money, but I'm trying. I'm working hard. I can increase my hours. And it seems like the more I make, the more I spend, the more in debt I need something else. I'm talking to that husband that needs to provide for their family. God's called us to be a provider. And he also said that a righteous man leaves an inheritance, not only to his kids, but to the generations to follow. Over to you, Brenda.
Wait, I just got to say, Vaughn, on what job can an employee make more than the boss?
I don't know, man, but you guys.
That's why we're in this business,
man.
Because a person that you bring in, they're not limited.
No.
The person who does the work gets paid for whatever reason, for whatever season, for whatever time. How is it that you can bring me in and I can make more than you? And of course, now you make more than me.
Dude, it was crazy. It was crazy. Y'all was kicking my butt, man, but it was okay. I was like, wow.
Yeah, you know what? And that's the family that we've always been in.
Yeah.
Over to you, Brenda.
Yeah.
Wow. You guys kind of did it all, set it all, closed it all. It's really up to you. You need to get back to the person that invited you to see this. And if you're just click on, learn about what we're doing, find out how you too, through the Junior Executive Program, can change your family's future by coming in and joining with us. Thank you so much for sharing that, Vaughn. That was excellent. Thank you all for joining us. And again, get back to the person, because they're the ones that have the key that can help you change your family's financial future. And you know what? I look forward to seeing you all on the beaches of the world. You guys have a great night. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.